Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Washington's offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, Dave. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Williams looking for a man. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got his man quickly, and he'll step across the sideline, making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Williams will pass. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Pressure coming. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss him to the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
Working that left side now. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. No chance for a return. He makes a fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the running game. And some room to work. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Williams looking for a man. That's reeled in. It's Green.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Back to pass on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On the option. Quick toss. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a big...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Pulls it in. It's Boston. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down. The offense started on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams looking for a man. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Just drives it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Peoples. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? The short hands, it's Smith. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Buckeyes need to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go.
Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the QB.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that.
Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Caught behind the line. It's Boston. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 21 to Baylor. They'll circle back if anything big. You should know that in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking left. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's first and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Snagged out of the air. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Using his legs to buy some time. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams will pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Makes a connection. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To throw, it's St. Clair. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll go to the fullback. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown, now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Snaps it in the shotgun. Starting to feel a little pressure. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown.
Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.